7 days? Wait, this was posted 7 days ago? Okay. It's kind of long. Trust me, it's worth the read. This dude was posted on here a bit ago for saying he wanted a 16-year-old to touch his pee-pee. I commented on that post saying that there's a 16-year-old girl, I'm comfy, and he DM'd me with this, legit asking if I could fuck him when I'm a minor. More details in comments. Pedo apology. You don't think I should have a 16, 17 girlfriend? If you're above 18, then yes. I'm 22 or 23. What? But I'm not entitled to my big titty 16, 17-year-old girlfriend. But I don't pursue girls that age, more girls age between 18 and 35. For example, if I were to walk into my room and find a 16-year-old spread wide on my bed. Ew, I'm not reading that out. Not on Twitch. Ew, not without a big gap in the middle. No clipping that. No fucking capping or clipping that, thank you. I would have sex with her. But I agree, it's very weird if you're over 30, that's no, but I don't see it's a big deal in your mid-early 20s, I really don't. 22, almost 23, sort of. Dude, but 22 is 6 years older than 16. Whole more than a quarter of the age, you idiot. Creep prick. Oh my god, you have to be a troll. No, not at all. You commented on my post on Incel tier, that was me that write that, in your 20s. That was me that write that. In your 20s, you're an adult who can consent. A 16-year-old can't. This is me, kissless, handhold, less hugless virgin, funny, eh? Pretty pathetic, ain't it? What the fuck? You aren't going to find a 16-year-old spread open on your bed. If you did have sex with her, that would be statutory rape. No, wouldn't in UK it's legal. I don't know anything about the UK, so I can't speak on that. Just because it's legal doesn't mean it's morally right. Or not okay. And you aren't entitled to a woman. Sure, it's nice to be in a relationship, you're not entitled to one. Oh god, why are you still talking to this guy? 16-year-old girls, stop talking to the guys like this. Stop trying to help them. You can't. You literally can't. I'm just like you. You aren't entitled to water, food, and survive. You gotta fight for it in life. Back in caveman days. So yes, I feel entitled to big titty girlfriend. I honestly don't see anything wrong with it. I understand if you're over 30, then it's a bit weird. But if you're in mid-20s, I don't see it as a problem. I really don't. But I don't pursue girls that age. More 18, 35. And women are entitled beyond belief. No, you need food, water, and shelter to survive. You don't need a big titty girlfriend to survive. I'm really having a hard time believing you're not a troll. Oh my god. Yo. Triggered, yeah. So wow, I didn't know it was going to go here. I had no idea it was going to go this way. I had no idea it was going to go down this way. More and more girls are embracing the power of the internet and the ability to name and shame people, and that is fantastic. It's honestly amazing. More power, but also just don't talk to these guys. If nobody ever replied to him, if nobody ever gave him what he wants, the conversation, I'd kill him more. I'm not at all 100% a kissless, handholdless, hugless virgin, unless I count the one time I went to a massage parlour and had a happy ending, although I wasn't going there for that legit, went for massage, but I wasn't expecting. I had opportunities with girls when younger, but never took them. Most were around that age, 15, 18. I regret massively being in male-dominated environments my whole life. Had girls into me, let it slip, unfortunately, when I was at college. When younger now, I have no social group and don't know a single girl. Haven't spoken to one since I was 18. I'm almost 23 now, unless you count cashiers at supermarkets. Spoke to plenty of men, though, unfortunately. If you're not a troll, you'd probably have a better chance of getting into a relationship if you got off incel forums, stopped believing all women are entitled, and put yourself out there. I genuinely believe that. Women are arrogant and entitled though in social media age. And men aren't. You're not. Men aren't. Men haven't been entitled throughout every age of human existence. Men haven't literally felt entitled to rape and pillage throughout every year, every day of human existence. Oh no, so women are feeling entitled to be a bit more choosy over who they marry, not having to marry the person that their dad picks for them. They're entitled to pick their own husband in a lot of countries these days. Oh, what a shame. It's literally what all incels want. They just wish that, arranged marriages and stuff was still a big thing. women are just as predatory, but historically they haven't been. Throughout history, they haven't had the ability or the entitlement to do so. They haven't had the laws protecting them. There's very few countries where women have had a vote until the last 100 years, and very many where they still don't have the vote. You know, that's what we're talking about here. Women can be predatory as fuck. Again, speaking as a guy who has 4 scars on my arms from 4 different incidents. You know, all from the same girl within the first 2 months of us being together. Sarah was crazy. Sorry, crazy chicks. You don't cut people with knives, and if you do cut people with knives, don't sub to me. Don't. I love chatting to you, but if you cut people with knives, that's it. Like, I can't ever defend that, or ever. I can understand it. I'll never forgive it. So yeah, as that guy, as that very small statistic that has experienced that, but has also at school had guys shove their dicks in my mouth, fingers in my ass, and wedgie me till it bled, give me nipple cripples so painful my chest was bleeding for days. Like, you know, it's that combo. Women are not the same form of predatory. They never have been, and they never will be. As long as physical muscle mass is a thing, maybe one day the human species will evolve to a stage where our bodies are nigh on identical, but I don't think that will happen. I'll forgive that, Lex, I suppose. Scarification, a little bit weird, but no weirder than tattoos at the end of the day. And that's the thing, I looked into the statistics recently, because people are always saying, oh, it's equal, it's 50-50. And it's such bullshit. There's actually new meta-analysis studies from 2020 that prove, or maybe it was 2021, maybe it was actually from this year that the study came out, conclusively proving just how bullshit all that, oh, it's 50-50 in domestic violence situations shit is. It's, I'm not going to say the numbers right now off the top of my head because I really can't remember, but it is far statistically higher for men to instigate the assault, to be the first one to lay hands. And that's why the domestic assault statistics are equal, because you're still assaulting somebody often in the UK when you defend yourself. For our statistics, often self-defense. It's not the same as in the US for you guys, where you can just fucking draw a gun on someone and shoot them. You fucking defend yourself here in the UK, and that gets put down as another assault statistic. So the parity between the stats comes purely from women defending themselves. But when you look at the instigation of assaults, that shows the real truths, and it's horrific. Also, the other thing is the whole men are more likely to be the victim of violence is very true, because men are more likely to get into fights at the pub. Having been a bar manager at a pub for 2.5 years back in the day, I saw so many fucking brawls between fucking drunk old piss pots, and I'm talking 60-year-old men arguing over football and punching each other in the face, and every time the cops show up, that's an assault statistic for both of them. Didn't see that happen with a woman once. I did have to call an ambulance once when we had a woman overdose in the pub. She hadn't told us that she had taken a whole load of antidepressants, and then she bought her and her mate a bottle of wine, and they sat there for half an hour, and then suddenly she was frothing at the mouth. But that's the visible, real parity. Like my voice, I get the voice crack complaints, Lex, because my voice was cracking until I was like 23, 24. Finally settled into this rich, husky bass that you all hear before you these days, like 3 years ago. Even 5 years ago, I was generally speaking more like up here. And then 6, and then like 8 years ago, I was like talking up here most of the time. Yeah, if I stretch my cords and disengage my voice box, this is pretty much how I used to talk. Yeah, pretty hard to imagine, right? I had a really annoying voice back in the day. It was not nice how my voice used to sound. Going through puberty, for me, very late, was hell. But eventually the vocal cords stretched out, voice box expanded a bit. Here we go. Where were we? Women are arrogant, entitled, though in social media age. Telling that to a woman is a surefire way to make sure you aren't going to be attracted to you. And in the comment you found me from, I said I'm a woman, so I don't understand how you think I would be entitled. So assuming a scenario where you're 18 and I asked to meet you, you would no, of course not. Women ignore and love to condescend online, especially towards incels. Bullying incels is not a good thing. Two wrongs don't make a right. Incel tears is not a good sub. I'm not bullying you, and there's plenty of reasons why I wouldn't meet you. 1, I don't know you. 2, I'm not 18, but even if I was. 3, if a women. And 4, I'm not obligated to date you and no one is. A relationship is supposed to be mutual. Exactly. You just exposed the entitlement mindset. You're entitled to fancy women. You're entitled to equality. Fucking entitled bitches, making it so hard for me to get laid. It's just not fair. I just want to come home and find a random, for me, adult woman laid spread bare on the bed. I mean, who doesn't want that? You in the chat will want that too, but he wants a 16-year-old, which is fucking disgusting. I've kind of like forgot what this was as well. This is the... how do we know? Like 7 days ago, 8 hours, I really hope that Jake from the UK with a YouTube channel wasn't Jake from the UK with a YouTube channel who's just committed a mass shooting. Oh, that's why it's just been locked. OP, if this was the guy that Devon and Cornwall police have established a dedicated phone line. Yeah, it's 100% as the guy who's got pictures on his Reddit. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, this is why people say the incel forums are fucking dangerous. Oh fuck, I completely, you linked us, you told us what it was about, but I was really buzzing then and not paying attention, and then I just saw the incel tears and it was just like, oh, funny incel post. I totally forgot who the fuck this is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, with that in mind, I can't continue to read his comments in the way I have been. It feels too wrong. You are entitled, but women, especially on social media, treat men with zero respect or even view them as human beings. Lesbian is chadsexual. Okay, so if a man wanted you to have sex with him and you didn't, would you meet with him? What the fuck does chadsexual mean? The top 5% of men in status and attractiveness. This is literally like fucking incel I debated 2 years ago. A year ago. This reminds me so much of that fucking incel. Top 5% of men in status and attractiveness, most so-called lesbians would drop to their knees and drain their balls if they and spent some time with top 5%, like, meaning lesbians are just women whose standards are so high they do not find most men attractive, so resort to women. But if a Chad came along, like this Joe person, oh, Joe Manganiello, he's the attractive inmate, isn't he? They would drop, I'm a lesbian in a heartbeat. Look up incel term Chad. It's a good thing he never saw your guys' comments saying my lesbian cult. Can you answer my first question though? And if a lesbian would fuck a guy, she's not a lesbian, she is bisexual, which is still valid and doesn't mean she is required to have sex with you. But that's the thing, women Women's standards are so high they refuse to entertain majority of men nowadays. So me not meeting a homosexual does not count. But many self-identified lesbians and asexuals, when they get older and the panic and anxiety of age looks declining sets in, all their friends and family are getting married, having kids, so they eventually drop the BS if I'm a lesbian or asexual. Okay, what if he said he was entitled to fucking you? You rarely see older lesbians that much. Most girls drop it after their early 20s and find marry husbands. Yo, if you're an incel, we're going to say anything disgusting, considering that 6 people died yesterday in a shooting because of an incel, then I don't advise continuing with that line of thought. No, incels are cesspools. Incels are everything that's wrong with... They're the definition of toxic masculinity. Except they're not, because there's very few people as emasculated and pathetic as incels. I doubt any self-respecting woman will have sex with you, eh? Lol. Nobody tell him. It's funnier to not let them know. Oh, I just realised I didn't put the fucking thing on. Sorry, guys. Oh, God. There you go. Jesus, sick freak. Oh, sick fuck. Okay, but if he said he was entitled to fucking you? You rarely see older lesbians that much. Most girls drop it after their early 20s and find husbands, marry kids, etc. That's not true. Go to r/late bloomer lesbians. I do believe I deserve a girlfriend, yes. Does that mean I would force a girl to be my girlfriend? No, of course not. But do I believe I'm entitled to one? Yes. No. So you're accusing women of being entitled whilst literally saying you're an entitled incel. That's impressive. Aw, Newman Leary. Can you not? Is he too Sigma? Is he too Sigma? Incel Twitch streamer, I don't know the Nathaniel. I recognise the name though, bizarrely. I've debated one of the largest YouTube incels in the past, interestingly. I can't even remember his name now though, I'll have to find him in a bit. Literally, like, yeah, the fact they can come into a chat like this and celebrate it, and at the end of the day, most incels are over the age of 16. I keep praying, you know, whenever they come in, I'm always like, we give them a chance, and we're like, you're probably 16, aren't you? And they're always like, no, I'm actually 22, and it's like, wow. God, we had a 22/23-year-old incel in the chat the other day, didn't we, that we had to ban? Do you remember that? Ew. God, I hope his name wasn't Jake. This was in the UK, dude. Five people shot dead by him, and the incel shot dead by the police, I think. Yeah, no, that's fine, Debs. No, he was given a chance, that Newman person, and he kept saying things that I didn't want to see. Yeah, he shot himself, did he? Fuck. And this is the reason why, as we're finding out, basically. This is clear motive. The fact that he frequented incel forums and tried to and bragged about how he wants to fuck little girls to random strangers on the internet. Oh, fuck. I do believe I deserve a girlfriend, yes. Does that mean I would force a girl to be my girlfriend? No, of course not, but I do believe I'm entitled to one, yes. I still think about a girl who I could have gotten with when I was younger at college. Alicia was her name. Still think about her now like a sad loser. She liked me, but mental barriers stopped. Mindcell. Go to a bar or something and meet people then. You can't expect to get a relationship if you don't do the work to get one. How can I do the work when I can't even meet a woman to begin with? I work as apprentice crane operator. Before that I was doing construction labour, plus I'm autistic and have no social group. I agree though, you're right in that sense, but sometimes I feel so stuck. I should join the army after college, but like idiot, I don't want to be stuck in 5 years contract. You really think I'm disgusting and a monster for finding 16 or 17 year olds attractive? I don't pursue them, but by luck, if one was spread wide on my bed and I just walked, yeah, I would have sex. Fuck. This literally happened last night. Yesterday evening. We were on stream and somebody we know that lives in the town was like, oh guys, apparently there's been a terrorist incident in my town, because at first they were reporting it as terrorism. For some fucking reason. Stupid fake news telling people terrorist incident straight away. I haven't really generally gone to any workplace or place of employment looking to meet girls. Not gonna lie. That's something I've fortunately never had the mindset of. I've always understood that they're not there for that. Yeah, I want to disagree with what you've said there. I want to say it's not Islamophobia. You know, just by saying terrorism, we know what people start to think. They will start to think, oh, there have been some Muslims doing something. You know, that's the first thought that people would have. And that's bad. And so that's why when the media instantly goes in with saying things like terrorism and stuff, it's dangerous as fuck. 5 people killed and several others injured in 6 minutes. What was he using? What did he use? We're not meant to have guns that can do that in this country. Yeah, we really do think you're disgusting and a monster, dude, and your memory will go down that way forever. I pursue 18 to 35, although I've never asked a girl out my entire life. Maybe that's your issue. I know, but you bully on incel tier. Just ask someone out then. All I said was I'm uncomfortable. That's not bullying, it's a personal opinion. You're talking to a 16-year-old girl, dude. Why are you still talking to her? The second she told you she was 16, you should have stopped talking to her, dude. I don't know. And I'm treated like scum and shit on shoes online. Women don't. I don't know any, and I'm treated like scum and shit on shoes online. Women don't know, so arrogant on Tinder and other social media. They're not interested. Am I treating you like shit? Rarely get matches, if ever, and when they do, they don't bother wanting to meet. Yeah, but you said earlier, hypothetic, if you were 18 and lived near me, you would not want to meet me. Women all think alike. They think the same you do. Because I don't know who the fuck you are. You're literally a random dude who slid into my fucking DMs. Would you meet a random guy who slid into your DMs asking for sex? Plenty gay men do. Yes, of course. If a random woman slid into my DM asking for sex, yeah, 100% I would. Yeah, you maybe, dude, because you're an incel. Poor chat can testify. Not all guys do that. Fuck's sake, what a disgusting freak. Gay men have it so easy online. Random match. Yeah, gay men, they have it so easy in life. Here in the UK, gay men, historically, they've had it so easy in the UK, gay men. If it's so easy online, random match on Tinder. Hey, what's up? Want to go out and drink, eat something, and come back to my place and fuck? Yeah, sounds good, bro. You literally cannot do that with women as a straight male. Yeah, you can. I've literally done that as a straight male. It's literally happened. Without the eating. It's just like, yo, do you want to go get some drinks? And then you go out and you get some drinks. And then whilst you're having some drinks, you're like, do you want to come back to mine? And then you go back to your place and you fuck. It's literally that easy. Pretty sure prostitution exists. Yeah, but no woman would ever meet if I said, hey, want to go to some place nice, eat, then go to your or my place and fuck. No, they wouldn't. But if you said, hey, like, I see you're interested in this thing, I'm also interested in that. Make a joke about the thing. And then say, do you want to, like, go out for drinks some point? Like, I'm not really interested in chatting for ages on one of these apps. It'd be funner just to meet up and see what it's like, you know? And, like, lots of women are going to go for that. Genuinely. They're going to be like, yo, definitely. And then you just have to actually make sure you look like your picture. You have to make sure that, you know, you've had a shower, you've washed, you've put on some nice clothes. And if you're wanting her to go back to yours, tidy your fucking room. Then it's time to listen to Jordan Peterson, you know? You know, that's the one time in life to listen to Jordan Peterson. Never gonna happen. You have to go through so much hoops, play so many games with women. No, you really don't. Especially in this day and age. Like, literally in this day and age. like more and more women, because they're not getting slut shamed and such, it's getting easier and easier for them to be like, yeah, I do just want to like bang, you know. It literally happens, dude. Not that you're ever going to be able to find out, because you did the stupidest thing on earth. You murdered your own fucking family. How can someone do that? How do you know if you've never asked someone out unless you meet in person in a neutral environment like schoolwork and naturally just create a bond? Women are on guard, online in bars, etc., etc. Yes, because there are literal incels in this world who have become famous for fucking school shootings, or now, after this. And you wonder why women are scared of men. Because men get rejected and go home, murder their entire family. What the fuck? I say that, I didn't think there was anyone that pathetic, that depraved. I prayed that there wasn't anyone that pathetic or depraved. What are these incel echo chambers, these online fucking communities that just... this mindset, this black pill mindset. Literally, I've spent 2 hours talking and debating with a black pillar, and it's heartbreaking in some ways, because there was this side of him like that was so funny and charismatic. Not this cunt here, obviously not, but the one that I debated. He was funny. I mean, quick-witted. The self-deprecating humour on that man was actually top tier. I kept saying, dude, get a stand-up gig. You will kill at every comedy club in the fucking country. And he couldn't believe me. You know, Holly was sat there in the room with me, and she kept laughing. She kept getting pissed off at him too, as fuck. But then he'd say something and she'd crack up, because he was genuinely quick-witted, funny, savage. And it's just like, but he has hundreds of thousands of subs for being like the lead black pill incel in the UK. This cunt here will have watched his fucking videos. That's why I keep feeling like I've spoken to this guy, because he's using this twat's language. It's like, you could have inspired something great, dude. Like, look what you're inspiring instead. You're inspiring to people to go murder their families. Not in real life. I asked a couple girl on Tinder about it, though. They're not interested. Just go on Tinder for ego boost. Yeah, loads of girls do go on Tinder for an ego boost. That's legit. That's straight up. That's a thing that people do, and I know loads of guys that do it too. They're not like interested in dating. They are like literally just seeing it to see how many swipes they get, just to get that little ego boost. There's loads of girls doing that. Why not? Honestly, I don't know what you're expecting me to say. What are you expecting out of this? I don't know. Bored, looking for someone outlet and speak to someone. Well, I think if you stopped going into incel forums, and your chance of getting a girl would increase by like 100%. Yeah, just keep talking to girls, you know. But maybe not 16-year-old girls. Maybe that's why he did it, because literally he's tried confessing all these feelings to a 16-year-old girl, stranger, online, and knew that she thought of him as a creep and a loser. Like, that's mad, right? Oh, incels.is is a terrible website. Minus all the bullshit and incel stuff. If in real life you would date me if 18, I want my girlfriend entitled anyway. Good day to you. Thanks for entertaining me. Good luck for the future, no matter what. I mean, I'm trying to be nice, but the fact that you're trying to get reassurance that you're attractive from a random 16-year-old gay girl on the internet is kind of sad. I don't even know what you look like, dude. Just wishing you luck, and that's obvious to know. You saw my channel link. I didn't click it. I'm not very photogenic. Look very much better in videos generally, and better in real life, but photos for me look awful. I mean, from your looks, I think you could get a girl if you change your personality. Yep. You know what the saddest thing about these incel forums is? The ones where they like messages to like they post pictures of themselves to bully each other, to blackpill each other further, to be like, hey, I took this photo today, I was feeling a little bit confident, and then they'll be like, yo, you shouldn't be. Everything, like, your teeth are wrong, you're spotty, everything is wrong, you know. They find everything. They are awful to each other. And that's their weird psychotic community that encourages this kind of nastiness upon the rest of the world because they encourage it on each other. It is a cult. I've said this many times in past videos, that if you put the average incel on a website that uses something like incel.is, one of the standard incel forums, if you put those average members on the byte model, they categorize as being in a cult. I've tallied it. They're in a cult, technically. And they'll always argue, being like, no, we're not. A cult needs a cult leader. No, we're not. I can leave anytime I want. It's like, but that's why the byte model exists, because the byte model actually explains that that's kind of not all there is to it. I might go through the byte model with you guys in a sec, and we'll see what you think incels match up to on it. And then we should also do that with David Dobrik's group, I think. Could have, I mean, from your looks, I think you could get a girl, but blah blah blah. Really, dude, I'm not the person to ask. Could have just said no, but okay, thanks for conversing, bye. Trying to give you advice because you asked for it was constructive criticism. I don't care about that, that's fine, but you're not interested, which means many girls think the same. Dude, I don't represent my entire gender, brother. I literally told you I like women. What did you expect me to say? If we're gonna, she was just gonna click on that video and be like, oh no, you know what, actually I was wrong, you're hot, let's fuck. I'm gonna fly from America to the UK to fuck you. If you're gonna do generalizations, I think I could say that all men are incels that think they are entitled to sex and want to fuck 16-year-old girls. Alright, well, have a nice life, brother. Point being, if I was Joe Manganiello, you'd be begging to drain my balls, and you'd be very direct about your attraction. Girls, ugh. How do they say this stuff? Girls make it super easy and simple if they're attracted to you. No BS or games or requirements. Actually, just for other guys, be call it night now, goodbye. Speaking in circles like you have, or being indirect. Just don't know who that dude is. Thank you. If you were interested, the response would have been, yeah, for sure, I'd date you if you could. You're so handsome. That would have been the response if it was Joe Manganiello. I said bitter and jealous right now, but just making a point anyway. Yeah, good night. He's literally 28 years older than me and not even attractive. No indirect around the circles language. He's also married, it's no from me, and I'm sorry if you expect women to say, yeah, for sure, I'd date you. If I could, you're so handsome. When you slide into their DMs as a random dude, they don't know that I'm sorry, you're delusional, especially since I'm gay and 16 years old. That was a roller coaster. Here's a licensed gun holder. 22, how? The 22-year-old shot 2 women, 2 men, and a 3-year-old girl. That's inhuman. It's inhuman to kill you. When you said like they killed their little sister or something, I didn't realise. 22-year-old shot 2 women, 2 men, and a 3-year-old girl in a deadly 6-minute spree in Kiev area of the city on Thursday evening. Police said the incident, the worst mass shooting in Britain since 2010, was not terror-related. In online videos, Davison spoke of being beaten down and defeated by life. 5 people, including Davison, died at the scene and 1 died later in hospital. He was a licensed firearm holder. He said the weapon used in the shooting had been described by witnesses as a pump-action shotgun, but police were not confirming that at this stage. Mr. Sawyer said a firearm had been recovered from the scene. We believe we have an incident that is domestically related that has spilled into the street and seen several people in Plymouth losing their lives. Wait, so it wasn't just his family? What happened? What the fuck happened? Dude, what the fuck? You weren't even... This is what I mean, every single one of these incels. The only nice thing I will say about this man is he was not as ugly as he thought he was on the outside. But inside, he was uglier than he had any idea. Inside, he was just a fucking devil. Police received calls to an address on Biddick Drive, multiple shots from a firearm during that 6 period. So, he said Davidson murdered a 51-year-old woman who was known to him, with police believing there may be a filler to his mother, most likely, I guess, or aunt or something. He then went out onto the street where he immediately shot and killed a very young girl. He also shot and killed the male relative of that girl. Davison then shot another woman, 53, and a man, 33, who remain in hospital with injuries not thought to be life-threatening. Oh my god. He next went into a park. Right, this was going on when Bobo had to fucking walk to... Jesus Christ. Went into a park where he shot a 59-year-old man who died at the scene, and then moved on to Henderson Place where he shot a woman, 66, who later died at Derriford Hospital. Why was he just killing random people? Why was he just walking down the road killing people? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't. That's... Yeah, construction is notoriously full of toxic masculinity. I've worked in construction too. I've been a labourer, worked on several sites, and I'll tell you the story after this, okay? No motive yet. We know the motive though. Fuck. Why not? Mooney machine. That's a horrible thing to say, but why not, right? Toaster bath, you know? You don't have to do this. You don't have to... Why did he just kill a little girl in the street? Why do you do that? Who does that? Gun laws in the UK are sometimes described as some of the strictest in the world, and a certificate issued by the police is needed to possess, buy, or acquire a firearm or shotgun and ammunition. Incels. In the online videos, Davison said he was socially isolated, struggled to meet women, and made references to incels, the misogynistic online group of involuntary celibate men who blame women for all their sexual failings and who have been linked to a number of violent acts around the world, and should officially be labelled as a terrorist organisation at this point. Or, not a terrorist organisation, a hate group, a new classification for them, because it's not terrorism they commit, it isn't terrorism, but this is... Or it is, because actually no, terrorism involves being targeted towards a single group, and there is a single group that is targeted by the acts of incels. Women. And there's... In many ways it's strange, it's something I noticed on the incel forums, there's almost a shocking lack of racism on them, where rather they have the brown cells and the black cells. I mean, they love labelling themselves all different types of cells, but there is a shocking lack of racism often. It's something that shocked me anyway when I started looking into incels properly last year. I was shocked by how unracist they were, but rather they and also their ability to get along with each other when some were devoutly Christian, others were, you know, fedora wearing atheist edgelords, some would be spewing the most extremely toxic sort of Saudi Arabian style Islamic rhetoric I've ever heard, and they would be unified together on those forums in their hatred of women. To be classified as a terrorist organisation, then one of the things that can land a group as a terrorist organisation is if they target a protected group or designation as such, or if they target a group that is protected by hate speech laws as such, you know, with any kind of extreme acts. And at this point, many people have lost their lives because incels hate women, and they have organised online forums where they encourage each other to do these things. That was the thing that shocked me the most, the amount of open forum posts on these places encouraging each other to go commit violent acts of atrocities. Some of the forums have banned such speech because of people we aren't going to name, but others don't. Others encourage it openly, and this is the consequences. The last video he posted, an 11-minute video. I know it's a movie, but I like to think sometimes... Yeah, he was also somebody, as he said, was autistic, and I think we're going to look at Randy Stare after this. I'm going to show you JCS Psychology's video on Randy Stare after this. It's going to be very dark, I warn you, but it's gonna help us understand this, because Randy Stair said very similar things. On the incel forums, is they're part of the place. Have you heard of Roku's basilisk? The most terrifying concept known to men. It's just the evil demon theories. Descartes' evil demon theories, the Matrix. It's just Elon Musk loves it. Elon Musk thinks Roku's basilisk is it's just so plausible. It's so believable. You'd never be able to know. It's like, dude, well done. You've read first year fucking philosophy, first year college philosophy. Congratulations. You've heard of Descartes' evil demon theory. Well fucking done. That shit got debunked by Descartes himself. You fucking idiots. Descartes himself debunked his own evil demon theory. It was literally the first one of his arguments within that paper, within that treatise that he wrote. It's the first argument that he writes and debunks himself. And yet people are obsessed with it. And now it's turned into this thing called Roku's basilisk. And they love it on these incel forums. They're obsessed with it there. And I think where they're these depressed, very easily influenced autists like myself, I've spoken freely and openly about the incel I used to be. Back when I was... But the thing is, it's not wrong for a 16-year-old boy to be involuntary celibate. It's just thanks to the media at the time that... And everyone in my year being like, oh, you're a loser if you're a virgin for some reason at 16. So surreal, so fucked up, so unhealthy. But because of that, my college life to the end of my time at uni, basically, I was an incel and have shared very much with their mindsets and beliefs. So he thought of himself as the Terminator or something. Despite reaching almost total system failure, he keeps trying to accomplish his mission. Yeah. Literally, it's like this... I hate using the term because it's used so often, but it is like they live in an almost dissociated reality after being in these echo chambers that keep repeating these paranoias so heavily. It's mad. They found his post 3 weeks ago. He wrote, mass shootings are a new phenomenon that cannot be directly blamed on guns, plus there are a lot... What do you mean mass shootings are a new phenomena that can't be blamed on guns? What do you mean? What? God, he's done. Plus there's a lot more guns and... Dude, the mass shooting that you committed can be blamed on the gun that you owned. If you didn't own that gun, you would have never committed that shooting. That's a fact. You might have done something else atrocious. You'd have still been a murderer in your heart. But the likelihood is, without a trigger to pull, that thing that makes it so easy to end life, you wouldn't have done that. Cranking the mangle. Definitely wanking. Oh, do I need to turn the brightness up? I might do that now. 1 sec. Let me just get through this. We're almost there. 2 secs, Mum. I'm cranking my mangle. Yikers. Anyway. Elsewhere on the site, complaining about being a virgin, can't track women at all. YouTube and Facebook have confirmed accounts belonging to Davison have been removed. Babcock International Security and Defence and Engineering Company with sites in Plymouth confirmed he'd worked in Course Security and Defence Engineering Company. Prime Minister Johnson spoke on it. Don't give a shit what he said, to be honest. Yeah, your thoughts are with the friends and family of those who lost their lives. Literally, you don't even know what happened, Boris, and you don't even give a fuck. You just gave the most basic statement possible. Actually, I do give a fuck about what you said there, Boris. My thoughts with the friends and families of those who lost their lives and with all those affected by the tragic incident in Plymouth last night. I thank the emergency services for their response. 3-year-old little girl got murdered in the street in England yesterday. An old fucking granny or dad in the park got murdered for no reason yesterday, Joris. Joris. Your thoughts are with them. Your thoughts are with them, are they? You're really upset, aren't you, fucking Boris? You're really upset, aren't you? As always, you're always upset when people in your country that you're meant to be the Prime Minister of die. Probably not, to be fair. It's just some more bodies piling high for you, isn't it, Boris? What the fuck? No, I'm sorry. I swear to God, even Donald Trump's done better fucking... Actually, no, he wouldn't dress them as mass shootings, would he? Full stop. Jesus, this is... What is this dystopia? What is this fucking dystopia we're living in? Where 5 innocent people, including a 3-year-old girl, 3-year-old toddler, 3-year-old child, can be murdered in broad daylight in the streets at 6 p.m. The most shocking incident that's occurred in this country for 10 years. And our Prime Minister, thoughts are with the friends and family. Unspeakably awful. And the MP was utterly devastated. You know, it's not hard to just pick your words a bit better, isn't it? Unspeakably awful. Eyewitness Sharon. Every town in the UK has an eyewitness Sharon. We don't have so many Karens in the UK. We've instead got Sharons. Fact. No, the British media have pointed out that he's an incel. Pointed out that he was an incel that, by his own words, called himself a virgin loser on Reddit. These things are important. This is the motive for him doing this. The fact that he was attracted to underage girls and shot a 3-year-old little girl in the street. These things actually matter when it comes to determining how we feel about scumbags like this. It's not stigmatizing virgins, it's stigmatizing incels. There's a big difference. Doesn't matter how long you're a virgin for, incel is a mindset. If you keep thinking this way, incel will be your mindset for life. And you'll be a virgin for life. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. For many, that's a good thing. A really great thing. But you can change. Context of the fact that he called himself that. Literally, we care that he's a self-confessed nonce murderer that killed a 3-year-old little girl and 4 other random fucking people. Well, some of them potentially his own family members, maybe his own fucking mother, it would seem. Like, to think... Twitch randos can be dumb, eh? When was it, like 2 years ago? They got rid of the laws regarding what length blade you could open carry. And it was literally like within a week that on r/nice guys there were just so many fucking photos of fedora wearing incels walking around with katanas. And it was just like, oh god, I would not want to be in Texas now. And then I was like, no, rather than have a katana than a gun. Like, at least when the incels walk around with katanas and fedoras on, you know, they're easy to spot. Yeah, I need to get some food, and make a coffee, and emotionally recover from what we were just looking at.